That's hard.
So there are the 4 Heisman finalists. Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin, and Vandy quarterback Diego Pavia. Pavia, by the way, led Vanderbilt to its first 10-win season in program history, and he is the only Power Conference player with 4,000 combined passing and rushing yards so far this season. Lucky us, Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia in the house here on First Take in New York. And you got a big night tomorrow night. I know you got in late last night. You're up early making the rounds. Why do you think your name should be called tomorrow?
Well, I think I've, explained this quite a lot, but you guys see it, 4,000 yards, the only one in FBS. But I think it's a team award, The offensive line deserves it. We got the Joe Moore in my heart, the Joe Moore Award winners. And then obviously we got the best tight end in football. But it's like a team effort, and so I feel like, I want it more for the team than I do want it for myself. The O-line's coming out to support me, so I want them, to take home the trophy with me.
You led Vanderbilt to his first 10-win season in program history, which says a lot about you, your leadership, your coaches, your teammates all rave about you as a leader. Talk about this year and what this year was like for you, because last year everybody was talking about you and how you had elevated Vanderbilt. But what was this year like for you being in the eye of the storm and having to live up to expectations coming into the season?
People thought it was a fluke last year. They're like, Diego can't do it they figured him out, and so I took that personally. I got in my locker, there's, I think it's Josh Pate's like top 10 or something QB list, and I'm 10. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Some of these quarterbacks haven't even played in the SEC yet. You know what I mean? I'm like, what's happening here? Yeah. So I held that up there, and so that was one of my goals, is just to be the best player in the SEC. But obviously, I want to win the Heisman. All of us do. The top 4 are very good players. Yeah. So I'm excited about tomorrow.
Well, first of all, this is an all-name Heisman. The names in this Heisman are absolutely phenomenal, one of those names being Diego Pavia. I want to talk to you about something else. When we were with you last week on the Pivot, you said, hey, man, we'll play the week before. We'll play conference championship week if it gives us an opportunity to get in. We'll play Miami. We'll play Notre Dame. How difficult was it to deal with not seeing Vanderbilt's name up there with the top 12 teams playing?
It was terrible. I feel like it still hasn't hit me. It feels like I have so much time left with, the guys in the locker room, but it's sad that we only got one more game left. But we kind of, we've taken it on. Coach Lee's kind of led us into the mode like, hey, this is our last game at Iowa. Let's take full advantage. Let's dominate. Let's be the best we can be that day, And so I think it's a testament of who we got leading us in Coach Lee. And I think, the guys are going to be prepared. We're going to be excited for our last game. After this, it's you leave it to chance for someone to draft you, take a chance on you, whatever that means moving forward for all the guys. So, we're going to take full advantage of this opportunity and put our best foot forward against Iowa.
Cam?
Man, I'll say this. I think me and Diego have a lot in common, but the thing that I'm most proud about the most is being a product of a junior college a prospect. For those who may not know, I went to a junior college, and, Diego also went to a junior college. It brings a different measure of dog out of you. The approach, certain things that you had to work for that when you go to a Vanderbilt, when you go to an Auburn, they just give you these type of things. Now, to Shay's question, she's asked, why should, you deserve the Heisman Trophy? But I'll ask you this question. What makes Diego Pavia different than any other college prospect for the next level outside of the Heisman Trophy?
I'll tell you this. Obviously, Cam, I know you went to Blinn. We beat them twice when we played them. But
you talk bad about Auburn now, Blinn.
Hey, I just gotta give Cam receipts. Cam's one of the greatest. Cam's one of the greatest to ever put on a uniform in college football. And so I got great respect for you, Cam, and I appreciate you. But I think what makes me ready for the next level is that what I feel like I can do is I can uplift a team that I can get 100% out of someone, whereas another quarterback can only get 80, 85. You know what I mean? So you don't have to bring in these guys who make 150 million, where you could go get a guy for 75 million and get the best out of him. And so I think for me personally, I can round up a group of guys, go out there and play backyard football with the guys, and go win football games. Like that's who I am at heart. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. Like AI said, you know, wherever you take me, I'm a winner. You're gonna get wins out of me, and so that's what I best believe out of myself.
Let me go back to the college football playoffs right now. Obviously, you wanted to be in there. You thought you deserved to be in there. It didn't work out for you guys. When you look at the college football playoff landscape, what changes would you make if you had your druthers to the college football system to make sure that the teams that deserve to be in the playoffs actually end up in the playoffs?
I would move it to a 16, and then I would put play-ins. You know, and so like those guys on the bubble, you get those 4 teams on the bubble, and you do play-ins to play it like how the NBA does it. And I would do something around those lines to make sure you're getting the best teams in the college football playoffs, because that's what the people want to see. You know, they don't want to see these teams get beat by 25, 30 points. No, they want to see those close games come down to the last drive of the game. Hey, who's better? And I think it's better for the NFL to see, okay, is this guy clutch in clutch moments? Can he play at this level? And I think eventually we're going to move to a spot where, you know, that does it for them.
Yeah, like in that scenario, it could be Vanderbilt and Notre Dame or Texas against JMU against Tulane, and then maybe you get the best teams in the final.
And we eliminate some of the arguments. We really appreciate you stopping by, Diego. Good luck tomorrow.
Yes,
Thank you so
We will
much.
all be watching and obviously rooting you on. So enjoy and have fun here in New York. Coming up on First.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past you. Run fast while you have the chance. Don't speak, let them look right at you.